This is the Lumumba bone, one of the oldest mathematical artifacts dating way back around 35,000 BC. This object is located between South Africa and Eswatini. This bone has 29 notches that serve as a tally mark. It is believed used by women of that time to count the lunar period for their menstrual cycle. The Lumumba bone might have been created based on astronomical observation. Our ancestors used the universe to create something mathematical, counting. After the Lumumba bone, the Ishango bone is found in 1950 in the Democratic Republic of Congo. This artifact is about 20,000 years old. Since it is hard to identify the real motives why our ancestors created this object, it is believed that the bone is used for counting. The bone might even suggest deeper mathematical concepts like primes. For humans to learn arithmetic, the concept of counting must be established first. That's why early mathematical artifacts are about counting, like the Lumumba bone and the Ishango bone. Our number system today is the byproduct of a series of evolution starting from tally marks to what we have now. After the Ishango bone, about 2500 BC, it is known that the ancient Sumerians were already using the concept of measures, bills, and interest. Yes, the concept of counting is already in practice way back around 2500 years ago. Our ancient Mesopotamian ancestors like Sumerians and Babylonians gave us a lot of mathematical contribution like multiplication tables in cuneiform and some important geometric properties. Their mathematics cannot be erased from history because they are well written in clay tablets waiting for their discoveries. In the northeastern part of African continent, the existence of the pyramids in Egypt is strong evidence that ancient Egyptians are great geometers. They are also well known for their contribution of early sundials and water clocks. It is even known that some ancient Greek mathematicians studied mathematics in Egypt. Thus, ancient Egyptian mathematics is very well known of that time. From what we have just said, we cannot deny that early mathematics emerges for practical needs. Our ancestors need to use mathematics to manage ancient trades and businesses. They must know how to count bills, crops, goods, and so on. From this, for ancient civilizations to flourish, mathematics must be used. The birth of practical mathematics is inevitable. But I tell you, if mathematics only emerges for practical needs, mathematics today would not be as vast as we know it. We may not know what mathematics specifically belong to practical or non-practical, but mathematics in general can describe anything in the universe. About 2000 BC, Babylonians laid the foundation of real algebra. At that time, they were already working with square roots, cube roots, or even cubic functions. Babylonians are much more earlier than the father of algebra, Al-Khwarizmi, who lived about in the 9th century AD. You see, not just for practical needs, the extension of the domain of mathematics is already happening in the ancient times. The growth of mathematical knowledge has been growing exponentially. From the 16th century until today, mathematics gains massive improvement. Mathematicians like Newton, Lagrange, Laplace, Einstein, Riemann, Ramanujan, Euler, and many more lived in this period. Due to human ingenuity, we can extend mathematics in all directions. But we have to respect that mathematics itself is rigorous. For mathematics to be well established, the foundation must be built from true statements. These primitive statements are called axioms. One example of axioms is that we can draw a line through two plotted points. Another, any number is equivalent to itself. Yes, axioms are mathematical statements with no need for proof to be true. But since axioms are basis of mathematics, we have to select our axioms carefully. Thus, the selection of axioms is done inductively. Of course, mathematics is not just about axioms. We have also theorems. Theorems are responsible for mathematical expansion. From the accepted axioms, mathematicians can deduce from them to create new mathematical statements. Existing theorems are even used to create new ones. You see, the selection of axioms is very crucial in mathematics. One false axiom can lead to questionable theorems. Mathematics is flawed if this happens. From tally marks to what we have now, mathematics is yet the byproduct of human thinking and reasoning skills. We can extract information inductively from nature to create mathematics. Also, inductively, we can create axioms for its foundation. From there, we can expand the mathematical horizon through deductive reasoning. Today's mathematics is so vast because of inductive and deductive reasoning steps. From one perspective, mathematics is a building block of numbers, axioms, theorems, etc., bound by human logic. Since human ingenuity never stops, the growth of mathematics will never stop. I think that is the most amazing part to be a math lover.